Hello, this short video it just for me to include some link for you to study about theology, and there are 4 types of theology, and I'll scroll this website information slowly. You could anyway, there's a link for in the description box. You could click on the link and read some more about it. First of all, the first type is a biblical theology. I'm not going to make any commentary about it. The second is historical theology, and the third one is systematic theology and practical theology. The next link or the general is about covenant, and so when you study Christian theology, you also come across covenant theology. So from the Old Testament to the New Testament, there is a covenant that the basic covenant is the Old Testament covenant and the New Testament covenant. But basically here talk about number 1, God's covenant with Adam, then with Abraham, with Moses, with David, and finally the Christian, the important in Christian theology, the covenant. That is, the theology emphasizes the unity of God's plan of salvation throughout history from Adam to Christ. It also underscores the centrality of the covenant of grace which God established with his people through Jesus Christ. So all this covenant is about the person of Jesus Christ. So you can study more about that. There's a link to this article. It's very well written. So this is a continuation of that the Old and New Testament covenant. So this article underneath below that, it talk about the differences or the relationship between the Old Testament and the New Testament covenant. So it's a basic overview of the study. And how does the covenant theology inform Christian ethics and morality? And so there are more study about that. We don't just study about theology and covenant, but also how does it affect us as Christian? How do we live our life? Here's another section, 2.1. They talk about the original covenant theology and its spread across Christian denomination. So whatever denomination, Christian denomination you belong to, or your church belong to, this short article or section describe a little bit. And 2.2 is talk about the key events and movements that shape covenant theology in different Christian tradition. The Reformation, the Westminster Assembly, the Great Awakening. And if you want to study more about this basic key event or movement, you could study it further later. And those denominations that use covenant theology and those that don't, some denominations, they don't put an emphasis on a covenant theology, that God make promises or the plan of salvation. So this talk about covenant theology, and this one is dispensational theology and the differences. So there are a lot of doctrines, differences. If the denomination or the church, Christian church, that don't ascribe to the biblical covenant theology. Okay, I think that's it for now. There are other sections of the remaining feed. It's called a Psalm 119 overview.